All right, Tanner. Are you there?
Hi, how are you?
Hi. So sometimes I am in awkward situations.
Sometimes when we touch. Sorry, I had to get that out.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm at Costco with my son. He's 13.
Yeah.
And we're in the line. You know, the forever line in Costco?
The one to get out or the one to buy?
The one to check out.
Okay, to buy stuff.
To buy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a guy in a wheelchair in line behind us, and he's got all of his stuff on his lap. Okay. So my son, God bless him, turns to this guy and says, "Hey, need some help packing this stuff onto the treadmill?"
Oh, that was very nice.
Bless his heart.
Very kind.
Didn't prompt him to do it. He just did it himself. This guy looks at him and goes, "No." So he denied the help.
Okay.
And I was taken aback. And so when this kind of this is a kind of awkward situation. It was like this weird face-off between me and him. And so I didn't know what to say.
Corbyn attacks the handicap again.
No,
okay.
I didn't know what to say.
Okay.
So I go, I said to him, I go, "Well, at least it helps you from not buying too much, hey?" Because that's what I said to him. Because I was just kind of like stuck. And so anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The fact that he didn't have a cart or the fact
no
that he
cart.
couldn't use his legs?
He carried everything on top of his lap. So he only has so much lap space.
Okay, so you're more talking about he didn't have a cart rather than he's a...
Well, I'm kind of talking about you're sitting down and you don't have much choice but to use your lap, and it stops you from overbuying,
right?
Like which is a positive.
Sure. Yeah.
And so that's what I said. And would you rather insult the disabled, or would you rather watch an episode of The Big Bang Theory, sir?
Oh my God, so dark. I would have called him lazy to his face rather than watch Big Bang episode.
Welcome to Radical Apathy, the podcast where two half-wits set out to solve all the world's problems with pop culture references and a lackadaisical attitude. Why not? It's worked so far.
Welcome to the Radical Apathy Podcast.
Radical Apathy Podcast.
Wow, 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 wow. What's your noise?
Can we offend all people? There we go.
Okay, can we offend everybody in one opening? We already got the disabled.
Yeah,
they're out.
We just touched everyone south of the United States.
I did a lot of races there.
Yeah,
allegedly.
We were really pumping up the opening show. Radical Apathy, we are fortnightly podcast.
Yep.
Corbyn there to my right.
That's me.
Tanner here to his left.
Yeah.
And we are
live.
Oh,
in person.
Or unless you're listening to this later.
Live, but
pre-recorded live. And you know what? We're here to solve the world's problems.
I'm not, actually.
Oh.
I've decided I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is more important is your apathy must be radical, everyone.
It has to be radical apathy. And you know, we should, you know what we should come up with?
What should we come up with?
We should come up with the apathy rules.
Oh.
And then whatever we are...
Could you say an apathy Bible?
Yeah. Like 3-4 solid rules. Okay.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when we're debating something at length...
Yeah.
We kind of rule check to make sure that we're following the rules.
Rule number 3, Corbyn.
Go.
Why are the socks not wet?
Why the socks not?
Well, I'm just throwing things out there. You know, if they stick, great. If not, and you know what? Tell us the rules you guys think are good apathy rules.
Yeah, give us an apathy
and
rule.
We'll make fun of it if it's bad, and if it's good, we'll take credit for it and use it in our apathy Bible.
You know, let's just make this the homework now. Let's charge each other.
Yep.
To come up with
a new apathy rule. At the end of for the next one.
Well, the rules of apathy.
Yes.
And it might be 1, it might be 2, it might be 3. It
might be 100.
I think it has to be minimum 3.
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't eat after midnight.
You can't have a rule book without
don't get them wet, and don't put them in sunlight.
Don't put them in sunlight.
Like, that's like 3.
Sunlight. Yeah, okay. So we will come up with the apathy Bible, and you have to follow these certain rules to find your true radical apathy.
That's correct. What are you drinking tonight?
It only took us 16 episodes to find the crux of our show here. I am drinking tea.
What kind of tea?
Hold on. Let me bring the thing up here. I'm drinking. Oh, you know what I'm drinking? I'm drinking throat coat.
You're drinking throat coat.
Because I needed tea because I came home from my job of acting really late there, and I was like, I'm going to get some throat
Long
coat.
hours on the set.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Set was a busy today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the scene today?
I'm glad you asked, Corbin. We had one of the main characters. I guess maybe not a main character. We had like a background actor,
Like a reoccurring character, maybe.
No.
No?
Yeah, no. Maybe it wasn't a very good acting scene. Anyway, they passed. They did a death scene, and it took a long time for them to get through it. Who was that one that really oversells the death scene?
That's the sheriff of Nottingham.
Right. Well, before his Die Hard scene.
What?
Before he Die Hard?
Yeah, but he did Die Hard first.
Really? Is that Die Hard first? Oh,
yeah, Die Hard came
80s.
first.
Yeah.
I'm having a sangria with blueberries in it. Frozen blueberries.
A full blueberry.
That's good for the prostate. I don't know. It's maybe.
That's good. What? Sorry, sangria or blueberries?
Yeah. Blueberries. Blueberries.
You're drinking it out of a mason jar.
Yeah, all of my glasses are mason jars.
Can you tell me why?
This is the biggest mason jar I owned, and I wanted to have a lot of it because we're going to talk for like 2 hours.
I brought my large red cup of tea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your solo red cup of tea?
A large metal solo red cup of tea.
How many of those fucking things do you have in your house? It's thermos.
You know
cups.
what? It really upsets me. So my sister.
Yeah.
You know those situations where in TV where you have someone who's a very fancy person, like in the big city, doing fancy things, and then you find out, oh, you're just a hick from the sticks.
Yeah.
Right?
Give me an example.
My sister.
Okay.
That's what you know. So she's from the sticks, like myself, hickish, some would say, but now she's living the fancy life. You know, private jets and wineries and all the fanciness, right?
Right.
And good for her. But she got into this. What are these things called? Yeti mugs.
Yeti mugs are kind of the upper class of mugs.
They really are. And I didn't realize how much was a thing until if you go to her house, she has an entire kitchen cabinet singularly filled with Yeti mugs. Like dozens of them.
So my wife doesn't have Yeti mugs.
Okay.
But she has like 40 of the not Yeti mugs.
Like the knockoff mugs?
Like the ones that aren't Yeti.
Now, is that worse?
40 of anything is bad.
It's a lot.
I don't need 40 of these fucking things. And you know what?
Yeah.
She puts them in my liquor cabinet. So guess what I can't put in my liquor cabinet?
Oh, no.
More
She's
liquor.
using your liquor cabinet as a
More
storage for
liquor.
brand knockoff Yeti mugs?
You know what I want to do? Actually, this is what I'm going to do.
Divorce?
Yeah, we got to get rid of her.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking take her on a boat.
Oh.
Actually, let's do a Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay.
We'll tie her into a chair.
Yes.
Shave off all her hair.
All the hair.
And leave her in the desert all alone.
Ooh.
That's from the song Good Old Days by Weird Al Yankovic.
And then, but just leave
Off the album, Even Worse, 1988.
I appreciate your knowledge of archaic entertainment forms.
Really? Music?
Yeah.
Music is archaic?
Well, I mean, 80s Weird Al. Yeah.
That's just a connoisseur. I'm a connoisseur.
Yeah. You can say, I could say archaic.
I chose. I figured what kind of wine we needed. I'm a sommelier. I figured out what kind of wine we needed for this very topic, and I dropped it.
You're a Weird Al Moyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what we got to do, other than murder.
I have
maybe murder.
6 of them, by the way.
I'm going to take them all out one day when I'm home and she's not. I'm going to take them all out of there, and I'm going to transfer them to the lowest shelf we have in the kitchen.
Oh, what's in there right now?
Old, super childlike cups and plates and stuff that we don't use.
Oh, their kids are too old for it now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jam it down there. So every time she has to reach down, I want her to think of the horribleness that she's caused our household.
You have brought shame on this household with your off-brand Yeti mugs.
With their off-brand.
This podcast is brought to you by
Yeti
mugs. Because they make mugs that are super expensive for no reason.
What do they all make? What does Yeti all make?
I assume this cup.
They
just
make that cup.
actually know what they do. They make backpacks now because I bought my brother-in-law and luggage. They make luggage and a backpack.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you put coffee in your backpack?
Well, no, there's no insulating thing in the backpack that I'm aware of.
I thought Yeti was an insulation company.
I thought they were just a cup company, but apparently they do luggage now.
They're spreading out. This luggage must cost like a child
so much money.
So much money. I'm gonna look it up right now.
You're gonna be
Talk
disappointed.
for a second. I'm going to look at this Yeti thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to tell you the story about how Yeti got its name. You see, many people, my colleague Corbyn included, are idiots. And they're going to assume the Yeti got its name from our North American cousin, the Sasquatch, which is incorrect. They're not talking about the Yeti of the Alpine Alps roaming the vast tundra of Europe. No. They're talking about Scarlet P. Yeti, who was a haberdashery owner in southern Spain in 1824. Now, Miss Yeti...
Haberdashery. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, that's what she did. Miss Yeti had a hard time in her haberdashery, making her proper dashes and habs. And finally, another gentleman by the name of... Corbyn, you remember that name? We were talking about this earlier.
Okay, the website's taking forever to load, but go ahead.
Well, you're going to tell me the name of the guy that went to her shop and gave her the first idea for a mug instead of a hat?
Special Agent Aloysius Pendergast.
Aloysius, thank you. I always want to call him Louis. Aloysius Pendergast came into this haberdashery shop and told Miss Yeti, "Why does thou not sell cuppeths?" I assume that's how they talked back then.
Yeah.
And as, oh my God, this is the longest fucking website to ever load.
It's not turning on.
They apparently don't have a website.
Backpacks are $300.
Oh, USD?
That's Canadian.
$330
CAD? Canadian.
Oh my God.
$250 Canadian.
Backpacks,
Duffel. Okay, luggage. So a small carry-on luggage, $450. For the big one,
yeah.
Oh, that's on sale. We're not gonna look at that.
Again, all of this is brought to you by Yeti.
Cubes. Yeah, this is horse shit.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck Yeti.
And none of it has
waterproof duffel. What am I? This is not obviously for me.
No,
I don't need a waterproof.
No, you are not a Yeti package man.
The big waterproof duffels. Yeah, I don't know. This is. Don't buy Yeti. Fuck them.
Anyway, brought to you by Yeti.
Brought to you by Yeti.
Don't buy them.
Yeti.
Too fucking expensive.
Yeti. We're too fucking expensive.
And you know it.
I was watching this zombie thing the other day.
Oh.
I think we're doing zombies wrong.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Yep.
I think we're doing zombies wrong. So zombies, when they bite a human, they turn to zombies. Like the human turns to a zombie.
Correct.
I think it should be reciprocal. I think the zombie should turn into a human after they bite the human.
Okay, so zombie bites human.
Turns human.
And then turns human.
But the human they bite turns to a zombie.
Oh, so it's just a singular virus that's passed along.
Yes, they get it out of their system. They turn back into thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you? And
why did this thought? Why?
I don't know. I was watching it. I'm like,
I need to know the genesis.
I go, man, this would be way more interesting if all these zombies turned into humans.
So, but it would almost be would humans almost gamify it then? Like, oh, Tag, you're it. You're the zombie.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to risk getting bit. I wouldn't want to turn into.
Like, is there a time limit of being the zombie? Like, if you don't bite somebody within 24 hours, you die.
Like,
how do you gamify
I didn't think
it?
about that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I just want it to be both ways.
Okay.
I want the zombies to have an out.
That's very inclusive of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I just thought it'd be fun.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I think it's dumb.
Okay.
Yeah. but you know what, you're thinking it out loud, and I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a thought. What's going on with you?
Well, I returned from Europe.
Yeah, you did it.
I did. I survived.
You know, it felt okay. So the last time, guys, we recorded feels like a month ago.
Yeah, because we recorded 2. Because I was going to be gone for one of the productions. Yes, we did. We recorded back to back.
Okay,
and I'm sure our audience couldn't tell because it was edited so perfectly.
Can I tell you, you're doing a really good job in the editing, and it makes me feel guilty
that
I don't know how to do it.
Well, you bring so much other things like the zombie thing. You just
I do. I do. I totally do.
You know what? Europe was great. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I very much enjoy traveling. I very much don't enjoy people. So that sometimes that creates issues.
But there's not a lot of people on this riverboat of yours, was there?
No, the river. Okay, okay. Again, this podcast is not brought to you by Viking, the tour company Viking. But man, we did a river cruise put on by Viking, and if you ever get the chance, just delightful.
Yeah,
just a really, really good experience.
Describe the boat again. It was like a Viking boat.
Yeah, so they call it a Viking long ship. And it's a long boat, and it has about 80 to 100 passengers.
But the cabins were like new and luxurious, not woody.
And they had it was still cruise, big windows, and it had just the thing I loved most about it, the water pressure in the shower was just great.
Really,
it was better than I have at home.
That's awesome.
And you never get that on boats.
No, you
loved it. The food was amazing. We had a big fat Austrian chef who would come out before dinner every day and address the ship. And he would walk out in his chef uniform, and the first thing he'd say is, like, "You never trust a skinny chef." and he would talk about the meal that was coming out that day, and he would do it in such sensual and sexual tones that everyone got aroused and horny before dinner.
What's the best thing you ate?
Ooh, he had a German night, so a German food night, and it was all you can eat, fucking meats of all flavors and sausages, and he had all kinds of dips and sides and like 5 different types of potatoes and like this massive thing. Although usually the meals were delivered plate wise, but this one kind of went a la carte, and it was just all fun. The food was always hot. The food was delicious.
That's half the battle.
Yeah. He just did very, very well. Chef Carl was his name. And if you ever get to
Carl
go
with
to
a
Chef,
K, I bet.
It was Carl with a K, yeah. Well, he's a big Austrian boy. If you ever get the chance. Now, one thing I want to talk about that took me by surprise.
Yeah.
There is a captain on the ship.
Okay.
And because it's a smaller ship, it's him. He has his first mate, who is like the night shift guy. And then they have like 4 or 5 crewmen that are just manning the ship.
Okay.
And that's it. But this captain, he's up in the they didn't call it the bridge. They call it the wheelhouse. So he's up in the wheelhouse basically driving him, the guy. That's just him. He doesn't have a bunch of people doing it. So when we got on and they introduced the main crew, so you got like the Major D, a guy named Mohammed. He called him Mo. Delightful man.
Yeah.
And then they had the lady that ran it. She was a British citizen who lives in Spain. She was like 60. Her name was Shannon. Delightful lady.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, the chef come out, and then they had and here's Captain Kai, and he's a Dutch dude, but he's like 24 years old.
Which guy was 24?
The captain.
The captain was.
The captain. So this, and he's a big Dutchman. Like he's probably like 6'8".
Yeah.
Probably close to 300. Like he's a big boy, but he waddles out in a suit.
He's got Chef Carl.
He's got Chef Carl, and he waddles out. And his thick Dutch accent goes, "Hello, I'm Chef. I'm Captain Kai, and I'll be very excited to take you out today." And he starts going. I'm like, this guy is a fucking child, and he's gonna. I felt weird. I felt weird that a young man was gonna. It was the captain. This was the guy that goes down with the ship. Right.
Okay, let's play a really quick game.
Okay.
So I'm going to name 5 professions. What is the youngest you would like that you're comfortable with each profession?
Ooh, I like this game. Go.
Okay.
Yep.
Number 1. Pilot / ship driver.
Nobody under 30.
Nobody under 30.
No.
Okay. General surgeon.
Nobody under 40.
Nobody under 40.
Yeah.
Okay. What about financial investor?
Ooh, I would say nobody over 40.
Yeah, that's fair, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to die.
You got to be up with the times, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5. Let's say. Sorry for the ums, guys. I just want to get a good profession. Okay, how about why am I coming a blank here? Why can't I think of any?
Who's someone that has power and authority?
Okay,
How would a president?
What about a crown prosecutor?
Ooh. I would say the sexy spot would be between 30 and 40.
30, 40. Okay, and then let's go leader of a country.
So I have if I had power,
Yeah.
which I don't. And honestly, that's probably better for everybody that I don't. But if I had power, I would make it a rule for all legislatures,
Okay.
or elected officials, or whatever you apply to. You cannot be an elected official, a lawmaker, until you are 30 to 60.
I think the hard cap is 60.
Yeah.
I don't know. Were you in town the other day when this debate happened?
With the president, with the American people?
Holy fuck.
I caught the highlights.
Those aren't highlights, sir.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
Those are low lights.
It was bad. I think they just gave it back to Trump because it was rough.
It's you got a guy who has no clue where he is.
Yeah.
And a guy who is the biggest con man in the world.
Who's the biggest snake oil salesman ever.
Oh my God.
And the oldest man ever.
They're both old AF.
Yeah.
Like, if there's any Americans listening to this, I don't care what your politics are, but you
guys are screwed.
But common sense to get 2 new guys doing this should be at the top of your list.
No, I would say if you go over 60, you get 30 to 60, you get a 30-year pension, but as soon as you hit 60, you're out. You don't get to make law decisions anymore.
So So here's the thing. So when social issues, I'm very much on the left.
Yeah.
But then like conservative fiscal issues within the House,
Yeah.
I'm more conservative.
Sure.
Like I'm not only one thing across the board.
Yeah,
and
nobody is.
I don't think nobody is.
Nobody is.
But some people will identify with one thing,
Yeah.
and then that turns into their identity, and it's
Yes.
it's a little scary.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to talk to those people.
Well, and that's not just politics. That's people will do that for everything, like entertainment.
Like we're going to do a Star Wars later
Star Wars
episode. The Acolyte.
Yeah, if you guys listened to last day, you got a treat coming up. Really quickly, Corbs.
Yeah,
Corbs.
Corbs. Call me Corbs.
Sure, Corbs. Never called that before.
Yeah, don't.
Really quickly, homework. You were given homework last time.
This is. You go ahead and tell them what the homework is.
You were to spend a day wearing 2 different shoes and see how many people notice or say anything to you. Go.
Okay, so very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go very many places. I didn't do it when I went to my acting job.
No.
Because I had to be professional. So I did it. So my neighbors, we gather outside. In this little area when I have drinks and just hang out.
Yeah.
And so I did it then. And so everyone noticed, and by everyone I mean one person noticed and mentioned it to everybody. And they're like, "Why are you doing that?" And I'm like,
"You're like, hey, Corbs is wearing 2 shoes."
I'm like, social experiment, and then they didn't give a fuck after that.
So what you're telling me is none of them are Radical Acolyte listeners because they would have known what you were doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's the one guy that does listen wasn't there.
Yeah, okay,
So,
fair enough.
Yeah.
So, but
I haven't even told the other ones that I have this.
So when the one person noticed,
Yeah.
did they comment to you or did they just spread it around?
It's more like this. You got 2 shoes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, yep. And I kind of leave it. I was trying to leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So it was an interesting experiment. I should have done it out like in public.
Sure.
But I was like, man, I should. Like, here's the problem. Okay.
Yeah.
So the 2 shoes that I have literally 2 pairs of shoes. So one pair of shoes is a very low riding
thing. Yeah.
like an Adidas, but it's super like the ankles are very low on it.
Yeah.
The other ones are high tops, so they would have looked absolutely fucking ridiculous if I would walk around in public.
Heels. Yeah.
So I thought I'd just experiment here instead, and yes, that was the result.
Okay. But you know that was the point of the experiment. It wasn't to see how many, but you know.
Yeah. See what the response was. Can I tell you a joke?
Yeah.
Okay. So I had to check out the virility of my sperm.
Oh, go on.
And so they gave me a bottle with a cup with a lid on.
Yeah, okay.
And so I go home and I try my right hand, right? And
To hold the cup.
it doesn't work.
Oh.
And I try my left hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Oh.
Get my wife to do it. Try her right hand.
Yeah.
Nothing. Left hand.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh.
Get my mom in here.
Yeah.
Have her try her right hand.
Sure.
Nothing.
Okay.
Have her try her left hand. Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. Get my dad in on it.
Yeah.
Right hand. Left
Yeah.
hand. Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah. So finally I go to my son. Try your right hand, son.
Yeah.
Nothing. Left hand, nothing. And no matter what we tried, we couldn't get that fucking cap off that bottle. You thought I was doing the other thing.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about your pee-pee.
Nah, I'm talking about the cap on the bottle. Come on, that was a good joke.
Let me do one like that.
All right, go.
So sometimes I have sex with my dad on an elevator,
Okay.
and it's just wrong on so many levels.
That's so terrible.
Is that the same thing?
It's kind of the same
Is that
thing.
kind of the same thing?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. That's all I had.
Yeah. 2 jokes for you, kids. Enjoy. Went to a pizza place the other day,
Okay.
and lots of people were ordering pizza bread. I think you order pizza bread. If I've seen you, I've been with you at a pizza joint before, and you've ordered pizza bread.
I've ordered like the which is
pizza,
more or
like
less
bread
cheese
sticks.
bread. Yeah.
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 Can you explain to me why that exists?
Sure.
I don't understand.
I'm glad you asked, Corbs. I'm glad we're getting to this point.
Please let's not call me that ever again. It's the master of sassy jive to you.
Call back. There is a place in this world for 2 types of cheesy bread.
Okay.
And the pizza is so enshrouded in its own mystique and foreign Italian flavor that we had to Americanize a version that wasn't going to be that. And the calzone already involved the Italian, so we couldn't go back to that. So they kind of continued to mold the bread until they just said, why don't we just pour a bunch of fucking cheese on this lump of dough and eat it? And then that's how it exists.
I have one problem with that.
Okay.
if they didn't serve it with marinara sauce,
You gotta dip it.
that would be okay. If
Yeah.
they served it with something else and marinara was never an option for that,
Yeah.
then I'd be like, okay, I understand why this exists.
Yeah.
But when you dip it in the very thing that has already on pizza,
Yeah. As soon as
It doesn't make any sense.
Is that the question? As soon as you dip it, does it become pizza?
if you dip it, that's pizza. I'm sorry, that's pizza.
Yeah.
You're eating pizza just in fingers now.
Yeah.
Just eat it in a slice.
Yeah.
You weirdo.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Maybe it's just a really good example of how marketing can turn the masses.
I don't like that Little Caesars. I was going to say that now. Those guys are weird.
I don't mind though. They get a lot better in the last few years.
Have they?
Yeah, like back in the day, yeah, it was hot garbage, but they've done pretty well.
The only thing I like from there is their garlic dip, which is sensational.
The creamy white garlic dip.
Oh, speaking of dips, McDonald's.
Oh, I did see that.
They're
Yeah,
doing 3 retro dips.
I'm not going back there.
But they got the 1990s Szechuan.
The Szechuan's back,
It's
and
back.
the 70s garlic parmesan is back.
Listen, I'm pretty sure I remember. I don't think it was 70s, was it?
Yeah, you're old. Yeah,
Come on. I don't think.
I'm just reading what it
I'm
says.
pretty sure I was alive when McNuggets were invented.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
All right, I'm going to find out.
Yeah,
what
'cause
my
I don't
notes are.
think that one is from the 70s.
I think the sign
I think
said
it's
70s.
80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Who invented chicken nuggets? Well, I don't want chicken nuggets. I want
Chicken McNuggets.
No, that's what I probably did.
When?
I
What
did write
year?
McNuggets.
What year were Chicken McNuggets invented?
Chicken McNuggets are a type of chicken nugget
Yeah.
sold by McDonald's. Chicken nuggets were conceived by Keystone Foods in the late 1970s and introduced to markets in 1981.
No. What the McNugget?
That's the McNugget, and became worldwide available in 1983. So 1981, the first McNuggets came out.
Okay, so I'm going to say that we got it where we were in 1983 because I think I remember this day.
Okay.
Anyway, try the Szechuan. It's fantastic.
So I've had the Szechuan because I'm old enough to have had Szechuan.
Oh, yeah.
And it was tasty.
I had it the other day. It was great.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Going back to Szechuan. Pickle Rick reference.
I have a Lord of the Rings question for you.
Oh.
Okay. Something that's eluded me and something that I don't think was explained very well in the movies. Because remember, I have no interest in reading these books.
Correct.
Gandalf dies
Yep.
and comes back to life.
Yes.
Can you explain this to me
There has to...
in layman's terms?
Yes. There has to be a white wizard.
Okay. But
Okay?
okay.
Fundamentally, universally, there has to be a white wizard. And as soon as Sauron joined forces with Sauron...
He was no longer the white.
He was
wizard.
no longer the white wizard.
Gotcha.
He became an evil, whatever, necromancer, sorcerer man. So when Gandalf the Grey died, he was resurrected
By what?
by the powers that be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of that's part of the point is that on a lot of these things, like we talked about Tom Bombadil the other day, he intentionally left some of this very obscure, to be open. So, the powers that be, or the ancient aviar, whatever the old angel species they are, is he basically gets resurrected as still Gandalf, but now he's Gandalf the White. So
No memories of his former self.
I think they do come slowly, but when he first revives, no, he's like a fresh baby. That's why they're doing that thing on the show where he comes in the comet, and it's even though it's Gandalf, even though no one calls him Gandalf, and he's like doesn't know what's going on, he's confused because that's like when they come to the plane of Middle Earth, they're getting a fresh start. And it takes a while for their brain to kick in.
So this is Gandalf in the show then.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
They just won't say
I
it.
just wanted to get it in layman's terms.
Yeah, that's how I would laymanly describe it. How many Yeti mugs do you think Gandalf has?
Oh, he probably founded Yeti. It's all how they get him to be so good. It's all magic.
He was the guy that went into the haberdashery.
Haberdashery. Which show am I thinking of that has the word haberdashery in it?
I don't know, a hat show.
Oh no, it's The Hateful Eight. They talked about habit. Wasn't it Minnie's haberdashery?
Oh, Minnie's haberdashery, yeah.
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 And I will say, The Hateful Eight is my top 3 favorite Quentin Tarantino.
It's a lot of fun.
I love that.
A lot of fun.
It might be my favorite.
You can tell everyone involved in the Hateful Eight was having a fucking blast.
Yeah.
In that film.
Yeah.
Everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Even the surprise famous person at the end who comes up from the thing.
Yep.
You can even tell he's having a fucking great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great movie.
Yeah.
I saw that like a couple times in theaters. I loved
Thoroughly
it. So
enjoyed
much.
it.
Yeah. What else we can talk about today? I got a couple of games, but I didn't want to step on your toes.
Do we want to do a game and then go into our Acolyte reviews and then do another game?
Let's talk about the Acolyte first.
Let's trade to the Acolyte.
Let's do the Acolyte.
So last
game. Wait, game Acolyte.
Yeah, let's
game?
want to break up the games.
Okay, let's break up the games.
Let's break up the games.
Let's break up the games.
You get so Corbyn. Everybody brought. He has a couple games he wants to play.
Yes,
and I'm excited for Corbyn's games.
So instead of a top 5 this week, we're playing buy and sell.
And now we're gonna get ready for our buy. Give me one more thing, and then I'll
now we're gonna play buy and sell.
All right, buy and sell time.
That was the buy and sell music. All right. So buy and sell. Have you ever played buy and sell before?
Never in my life.
All right. So this is what you're going to, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to tell me if you buy that thing as legit or if you sell that and it's not legit. Okay. And you're going to give me your reasons why.
If I believe it's legit or not.
And we're going to talking about movie antagonists and whether or not they deserve to be one of the best. Okay.
Best antagonists.
One of the best antagonists. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want you to judge them on the following criteria.
Oh gosh, write this down. Okay.
Charisma.
Okay.
Evilness.
Yeah.
Their quality of demise.
Okay.
Like what? Like does their demise? Like how well does it make you feel?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I got a fourth one here because I'm not sure if you have number 4, I think it might disqualify you from this list. And that is if you have a redemption arc. If you have a redemption arc, I think it might disqualify you.
Yeah, I don't know you're evil anymore.
So that is my list.
Okay. Charisma, evilness, quality of demise, and redemption, possibly.
Redemption arc. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a list of 20 to 25 antagonists.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Buckle up.
No order.
Oh.
Buy or sell Thanos.
Oh,
as a top.
I buy Thanos all day.
Why do you buy Thanos?
Super charismatic in his drive and determination for getting what he wants done.
Okay.
Throwing his daughters off
Can we
cliffs.
describe, though, what he wants done? It's kind of a little... They kind of gloss over it just a little bit,
I mean,
don't they?
yeah, but it's a comic book story. They're their own problems. Evil, yes, because he killed half the universe. I would say that's evil.
That is evil.
Quality demise. Yeah, this is...
He killed his own daughter, too.
Yeah. Several
Sacrificed
times.
her.
And this is why Endgame was so fun, because
Endgame.
you know he's the big bad and they got to fight him, but they kill him in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? He's dead now. What the fuck? First 10 minutes. And then just everyone's sad for the next hour. You're like, this is fucked up. But then they have that last one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, really, really good quality.
Infinity War, like, those were good Thanos fights.
Yeah.
And then Endgame came along, and that last Endgame fight between the three of them
Unbelievable.
was like,
Yeah.
dude.
Unbelievable.
Dude. So tell me
Buy it.
about the quality of his demise. How good did you feel when he passed away?
Yeah,
when he died?
And
when he bit it?
It might not be fair to everyone because this is a 10-year arc on him, but it was Chef's kiss, right?
Yeah.
Like it was
pretty perfect.
You just see that resignation that he knows it's happening.
Yeah.
And he's not screaming. It's not that overacting. Oh, no, come on. Right. He just goes, fuck. And he just goes away. Love it.
Good.
Bye.
Buy or sell Pennywise the Clown?
Bye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Charismatic, scarily charismatic.
Yeah.
Right. He's charismatic to a child, which is how he feeds.
He
right?
adapts. He's whatever that person.
Right.
You know?
And he pulls them in, but then gives them that fear. So
you've seen the It movies then?
My sister made me watch the original, made for TV
the original,
one, the VHS.
Way better than the movies, in my opinion.
I haven't watched the remakes because it's too scary.
Oh, dude, the remakes are really. The first one is really good.
Yeah.
The second one is like, it follows the book really closely,
Okay.
and so that makes you go, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, man, this isn't really that good.
Yeah.
Where the first movie's fantastic, and then the TV movie is really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pennywise the Clown. No redemption arc there.
Nor with Thanos.
And what about the quality of his demise?
Did he really demise though?
No.
Yeah.
Because he comes back every
Yeah.
27 years.
and he comes back all the time in the different.
So are you
Stephen
still
King movies.
buying Pennywise? And
I really thought about it.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a good villain.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I got a good one here.
Okay.
Annie Wilkes. Do you know who Annie Wilkes is?
From what's it called? With the guy which breaks his legs.
That's correct. From
Yeah.
the movie Misery.
Misery. Fucking shut your fuck up. Yeah. Or yeah, she breaks his legs. She doesn't leave.
First off, charisma.
Oh yeah,
She's got charisma for days.
all the time.
Just evil charisma.
Yeah.
But is she evil? What is her evilness?
That's where I was going to pull the card.
She's not evil. She's just
She's
in love
She's
with this.
really into what she likes.
She's in love with this guy
Yeah.
who writes these books, and she's in love with what he produces.
She's in love with the books.
But she's in love with him.
She's just
too.
a good fan.
I think she's in love with him too.
Is she, or is she just in love with the idea of him?
I think she's in love with him, and maybe the idea of him. Maybe she's a little turned off at
What
some
you
of-
see is how like the real
well,
life.
Maybe like he's reacting pretty.
Not what she wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her demise was very satisfactory, and there was no redemption arc.
I'm going to say bye because you said the name and I'm like, I know who that is,
Yeah.
right? Because that villain sticks with you. So I'm going to say
Yeah.
bye.
You're going to say bye on Annie Wilkes.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Next one. Alonzo Harris from the movie Training Day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, yes, you have to buy Denzel. That's
Denzel
that's
charisma
Denzel's. Yeah,
in this bad guy was
that's
insanity.
Denzel's movie, right?
Yeah.
That yeah. It got really lazy writing at the end of that movie. Like it's a good movie. Like don't get me wrong.
Where did the lazy writing come from?
Well, it's just it's a really good example of a shitty twist ending, or a shitty twist it's a forced twist in the movie, which is weird. It comes off almost this weird juxtaposition in the writing because like all of a sudden on the same day he stops a girl from getting raped and happens to keep her wallet on him all day. Happens to be the same drug dealer's
Okay.
house he's brought to. Happens to be the same cousin
Yeah.
who happens to find the wallet when he's about to shoot this guy's fucking head off.
Yeah.
Like it's just like okay, like all right.
Okay, so
this is a little
so happenstance.
yeah.
But that's not.
but that's not- yeah, that's not
doesn't-
him.
That has nothing to do with any of him.
Correct. Sorry, I've gone to the movie. I buy Denzel. I buy Denzel for whatever reason. I'm a big Denzel Washington fan.
Okay, I wonder if you're going to sell on any of these.
I'm going to start selling. You wait.
Michael Corleone.
Oh, sell.
Sell?
Yes, sell.
Dude killed his own brother.
You whined about it for fucking 2 hours. Just do it.
He whined about it in the third movie.
You better get me, Fredo. Give me the black kiss.
Go fishing with Fredo because you are dead to me.
No, man. I'm with Peter Griffin. The Godfather insists upon itself.
Not a lot of charisma with Michael.
No,
Corleone.
it
He
is
was
so
very
flat.
stoic.
It's so flat.
Stoic.
I mean, and even his evilness isn't that evil.
He killed a lot of people.
Yeah, but he's
The end of The Godfather, he did a hit on like 5 different families at the same time.
Yeah.
and just killed everybody.
But he wasn't doing it out of necessarily malice. He was doing it to ensure his safety and the family's continuation, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to sell. I'm selling
selling
Corleone. Yeah.
All right, Max Cady. Do you know who Max Cady is?
Nope, don't know that at all.
I'm going to go with the newer version of Max Cady, which is Robert De Niro's Cape Fear.
Oh,
Max Cady.
God, it's been so long since I watched Cape Fear. I'm seeing the one scene. I'm going to sell because I don't know enough.
I'll tell you a couple things about Max Cady. One, charisma off the chart. Evilness, he's not the most evil guy. He's just mad at this lawyer and kind of just follows him around.
Yeah.
But goddamn, that death of his. He's in death and he's chained to this boat as the boat's going down in the ocean or the river or whatever.
Yeah.
And he slowly just goes under the.
still just
He's still fucking going at it
Yeah.
with Nick Nolte. What a satisfying end. And that's a Martin Scorsese movie. Like, kicks butt. Max
Yeah.
Cady, he's a buy.
I have to watch it again. It's been a long time.
He's a buy. Just a very entertaining villain. All right. Ready for the next one?
Go.
Agent Smith.
Oh, man. I'll sell.
You're selling on Agent Smith.
Yeah.
Okay, go. What are your reasons?
He has the charisma of the actor, right?
Okay. But he is a computer program.
Yeah, I have very conflicted feelings about the Matrix movies.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to sell. And you're going to put a spotlight on me.
Yeah, I turned my light on.
See, he's listening. So Corbyn's, for those of you that can't see,
you're going to
Corbyn's
sell an
phone's
Agent
exploded.
Smith, but without giving me any reason. Is that correct?
It's just, man.
Charisma, evilness, quality of demise, go.
I'd say he's better at evil out of any of those pieces because he's kind of that. He's the chaotic evil of it, right? Because once he realizes what's happening in the program, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here." He basically separates himself from even the robots and becomes like his own little virus thing. So like he just then says, "Fuck it, chaos for everyone," and that's why at the end of the third one, just everything is Smith because he's like, "Fuck it, everything goes down," right?
Yeah.
So I enjoy the chaotic evil aspect of him, but everything else,
How do we feel about Neo being able to stop the what are they called? The octopus guys. What are those called in that movie?
Oh, the
robots, whatever they were called.
Yeah, the main robot people.
Stopping the robots when he was in the real world. How do we feel about that? Do you understand that to this day?
No, the whole that's what I mean by the Matrix. Like the first one was really like they got lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
and then they kept giving them money, and then it just fucking
Reloaded was pretty good though. I'm going to give
the action scenes were good. Like the cinematography of the movie was good, but like once you get into that lore and you're like I'm pretty sure you guys know what the fuck you're talking about. Like
I watched the what's his name? Dr. Cornell something. He's a
Bigglesworth.
No, not Bigglesworth. He's a philosopher, and it was a philosopher's commentary on the Matrix trilogy.
Oh,
and they just kind of went into like the imagery and the and like what everything represents in real life, and it was really interesting. I highly recommend watching the Matrix with that commentary on.
Okay.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
And he actually plays a character in the movie, and he uses a line that I use to this day when I was at but previously when I was at my old job.
Yeah.
I would use it to this day when I'd ask someone to do something, they'd bitch about it, and I would say, or they ask me why, and I'd say, understanding is not a prerequisite of compliance.
It's a good thing you don't have power either. That'd be.
Understanding's not a prerequisite of compliance.
Yeah.
Please do it.
Continue.
Do what I ask you to do. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it checks. Yeah.
Baron Harkonnen.
Oh, yeah. Well,
And not the first.
I was going to say
from the latest two.
from the first
Baron
Dune
Harkonnen.
movie. Yeah. I mean, those Skarsgårds, man. What a family.
What a family.
What a family. I'd buy. I think he was underused in the second movie.
Yeah, this is why it's a sell for me. First off, I love Baron Harkonnen,
Yep.
but the quality of his demise did not live up to how much I hated him in the first movie.
They wasted him in the second movie. Like they didn't use that actor nearly enough. But yeah, when he's on screen, he's the presence, right?
In the first movie, he's just captivates the screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see where you're coming up from that one.
Evilness, yes. Charisma, yes.
Yes.
Quality of demise did not go for me.
No.
So he's a sell for me. All right. Darth Vader.
I mean, I'm going to buy my boy.
But I'm going to put out the point that he has a redemption arc. Does that make you,
this is probably one of the first ones with your redemption arc.
Yeah. Does that make you a good villain?
I mean,
or does it exclude you?
I mean, no. I mean, those are your rules for this game. I would say buy him based on that. And because I mean, they redeem him because he's like, oh, I'm good now. But then, like in reality, like he killed 1 billion people. So how much can you really? If he's just like, oh, I'm good now, it's like, well, but he still killed 1 billion people.
Wait, how many people did he actually kill?
Well, would you put the feet of the Death Star at him? Like,
no, because that was Tarkin.
Yeah, but he's there.
He worked for Tarkin.
But he's there. Like if you and I rob a bank and I shoot somebody, you're still getting it.
No, that was Tarkin, man. Tarkin gave the order. Tarkin gave the order.
You'd be a good.
He did give the order. He did give the order to blow up to destroy the base on
Dantooine.
No, Rogue One planet at the end.
Shiza.
It was called. I forget. See, oh, you know what? This is actually just this,
I know what you're
This goes right into what I was talking to you about last week.
Hold on,
because how we don't know anything about this movie, even though it's the best Star Wars movie ever.
It's not the best one. It's a good one though. I'm not gonna look it up, but it'll come back to me while we're sitting here. Anyway, we got 30 more of these to do. Let's keep going.
We got a bunch. Hans Gruber.
Yeah, buy all day, every day.
Buy all day.
If Gary Oldman's in it, I'm buying it. Don't care.
It's a great. What's that? Sorry.
If Gary Oldman is in it,
yeah,
I'm buying it.
Okay, but Gary Oldman's not in it.
I'm reading something about Gary Oldman right now. So if Gary,
you know what? I didn't pick Gary Oldman. Are you talking about The Professional? Oh, you know what? You
don't have this movie?
I don't like that movie.
Oh, what?
And it even has both me and my wife's names in it.
Corbyn Dallas. We're talking about The Fifth Element, which I think is one of Gary Oldman's best evil movies.
I would argue his better villain is from Leon, The Professional.
I mean, yes, and
I should have put that on this list.
So good. Anyway, sorry. Back to your question.
Hans Gruber.
Yes,
charisma
all day long. All day long.
Evilness all day long. Quality of demise 7 out of 10.
I liked it though. Comes off he hangs onto the watch and they're fighting over the watch to fall off. Love it.
Yeah, and actually it was a pretty good death scene too, where he's like, ugh.
Yeah,
I watched a behind the scenes thing on there, and they tricked him. They didn't tell him when they were going to drop him.
So you get a real life action.
It's a real
smart.
Yeah, it's a real reaction.
That's like when I didn't tell Dayton that I was going to stick my finger in his mouth on stage.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was a real reaction.
It was It was. I was behind you going, ugh, that's disgusting. The Sheriff of Nottingham, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh, they're so good movies. Yeah, I buy.
Oh,
he's such a fun villain.
Yeah,
and he's
evil.
He's evil for the sake of evil because he's a caricature, right?
He's got charisma,
but he's very charismatic.
And his death, 100% worth it.
Yeah,
right.
Makes the movie,
and then he overdeaths it too.
It makes the fact that our Robin Hood didn't have an accent the entire movie worth it,
right?
Yeah,
it makes you not even notice it.
Yeah, you forget completely.
The Joker, you can pick which version.
Oh man, there's, you know what?
Tell me what version you're picking though.
There is, and it may just be youth talking, but there is something about Jack Nicholson's Joker that is just a lot of fun because he really leans into the clown aspect of it. But when he turns on that scary Jack Nicholson that he does, man, I find that hits harder than Ledger's.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though, but we'll say the way they used the Joker was better with Ledger.
Oh yeah, those movies are better for everything.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I just Jack Nicholson's Joker was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd say both those are really fun, and then the latest two Jokers are just awful.
Yeah, no, they're a waste of everyone's time.
Just awfulness.
Yeah, waste of screen time.
Yeah,
yeah.
Have you seen Furiosa yet?
Nope.
Okay, then I'm just going to say to the crowd, Dementis, Chris Hemsworth's Dementis is got charisma. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's evil as fuck.
Yeah.
And his demise is probably the best on this list.
Ooh.
The quality of his demise.
I gotta watch that movie.
Is probably the best on this list.
Okay.
So, big buy for me. So you're selling, you're buying Joker, or are you selling Joker?
Joker's.
And were you buying Sheriff of Nottingham?
I'm going to buy both. My bag is getting full.
Yeah. Hans Landa.
Oh, yes. Almost. Ooh, this will be close to my number one.
So he didn't have a demise. That's the one thing.
Well,
so
I mean, depends on what
he's missing part 3 of this.
Depends on what you qualify as demise.
And he kind of had a redemption arc.
Well, yes. I mean, his redemption. I don't know if it necessarily made him. He wasn't a better person in any way.
No, you're right.
Yeah, he just played the game to get out.
Yeah.
But man, just chewing up the scene.
He did.
Yeah.
He was so good, man.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite villains.
I'm going to sell on him just because I don't like the quality of his demise.
Okay.
But the other 2 points, he definitely was awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah?
Yes. I'm with you.
Hannibal Lecter. Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Sell.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so charisma through the roof.
Very, very much so.
Evilness.
Both versions.
Through the roof. He ate people.
Yeah. Both
he
versions.
was smarter in the room.
Yeah.
Who was the other version? The TV show.
The TV show, yeah.
Yeah, good TV show villain.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. That was a good series.
Yeah. Wife and I really liked that when it was on.
And quality of his demise. I guess he didn't die in any of the
No,
movies.
he's still
So
technically in canon.
quality.
He's still around in the Hannibal canon.
And here's the thing: the book Hannibal and the movie Hannibal, very different.
Very different.
Have you read it?
I've read Red Dragon.
Yeah. So the one Hannibal, like incredibly different. What happened was him and Clarice started sleeping with each other, and they were like together.
Yeah.
And she like just turned bad.
Yeah.
And they still did the thing with Ray Liotta's character and eat his brain at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it turns out like they just turned bad.
Yeah.
It was a terrible ending. But he had a redemption arc in the movie, Hannibal the movie, where he, to save her, cut his own hand off and then left her there to live. And so he had all 3 steps. So I'm going to buy, just because, and I'm going to buy the movie version of Hannibal
Lecter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I'll still sell.
Absolutely. Okay. The Wicked Witch of the West.
Another good chaotic evil character.
Yeah.
I mean, not really charismatic.
Really?
Like she just flopped around the screen.
Get you, my pretty.
Yeah, that's not, oh God, that's scary,
Right?
But she's not like she wasn't charismatic, right?
Oh, I don't know. She was pretty good when she showed up for the first time. It was like, whew, this chick's bad.
I'm gonna sell.
You're gonna sell.
Yeah,
Okay.
not doing it for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you gonna watch the new movie Wicked? That's coming out this Christmas or whatever.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I'm either.
They're not good.
One of my personal favorites, Norman Bates.
My wife would absolutely buy, but I would sell.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Why?
because the second one wrecked it.
The second one was arguably an amazing movie.
It wrecked what it set up.
I'm going to tell you right now, the second Psycho is, and I'm passionate about this.
I know you are.
Because not many people have seen this movie. So I'm really excited that you've seen
Because it really
Psycho 2.
makes but it just changes. They laid it out, and then they and it wasn't twisting for the sake of a twist of how they changed the character. But it
No, you're wrong. Psycho 2, first off, let me clarify, is one of the best sequels to a horror movie
it is a good
I've
movie.
ever seen.
Yeah, don't take this as a
And
bad movie.
Psycho 2, and this is going to be spoilers for some, it built up this whole movie. You didn't know if he was going crazy,
Right.
if he was sane, or if he was still evil.
But that's what I mean. That's the problem.
Loved that because it kept you guessing. And in that final moment, he just takes that shovel and he's like, boom. And it's like, nope, that's Norman. I love it. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You're my mother? Nope. Clunk. And he just clobbers her in the head and kills her. And I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And it was actually a genuinely scary second movie because you didn't know what you were scared of in the movie. Like I'm so happy you've seen Psycho 2. So people are dying or whatever, and you don't know, but you don't know. It's one of those things where they don't show who's
you never know.
People you don't know.
Yeah.
And so then you find out at the end, and it's like, oh, well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then it just
and they do a good
ending.
job of like you said, you don't know if Norman's doing it.
Yeah.
Because they do a very good job of playing it from his perspective.
Yeah.
But to go back to the fundamentals,
Yeah.
okay? You could have called that movie whatever you wanted, and it's still a good movie. It would have been a great horror movie, but it doesn't necessarily need to have been Psycho 2.
But I would say that the lore of Psycho and the lore of Norman Bates elevated that story that could have been anything else.
It could have been, but
Yeah.
but
Super cool.
Yeah. No, I'm going to sell.
I'm going to buy Norman Bates. He didn't have a demise, though, so I'm not going to buy that, actually. I take that back. I'm going to sell on that, but only because he didn't have a demise.
Did you watch the TV show?
No, I didn't watch the TV show.
The wife seemed to like it, but I didn't watch it.
But I've seen all 4 movies. And I guess in the fourth movie...
didn't he die?
Fourth movie, he had a redemption arc. The fourth movie was a made-for-TV movie when Anthony Perkins was older. And so what happened in that one is he calls into this late-night talk show that's talking about Norman Bates. And he calls in and starts recounting his relationship with his mother when he was a kid and how he got to the point of his mother dying.
Wow.
And then it was about him being like, he's married now. And he's like, I don't know if I can handle this. I might have to kill again. And the radio host is trying to stop him. And then it goes to it was a really interesting take on it. But again, it was a TV movie. But it was But it was a really good one. I watched it. King Edward the Longshanks.
Longshanks. That's a fun word to say.
Yeah.
Corpse Longshanks.
No, it's not corpse.
Was there demise?
Oh, there's a demise. He died of illness. He was in the bed. He couldn't speak at the end, remember?
Oh.
But the quality of the demise was not as good because he didn't get a sword through him.
Well, I didn't remember it. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to sell just because
I'm
of that.
Sell.
But evilness, boom. Charisma, boom. Just didn't have a quality of demise happening.
I couldn't remember it. So, yeah. Sell it.
He just died. And the French princess whispered into his ear that she was having his baby or whatever, right?
Did she actually shoot, or did she go like, French boner?
Yuck.
Yeah.
The shark from Jaws.
Oh, I mean, you got to buy the shark from Jaws. It's Jaws.
Evil.
Yeah. Well, or is it just a shark?
He got charisma?
I mean,
the quality of the demise is great.
The dark eyes, the black eyes.
Do you want to know how he dies in the book?
Eyes of dull eyes.
Do you want to know how he dies in the book?
Sure.
It's, first off, the book, this is one of those things where the book is 1,000 times worse than the movie. Okay? In the book, they do the same thing where they shoot barrels into him. Okay? And he's about to go kill Brody.
Yeah.
And just before he gets to Brody, he gets tired and dies, and he sinks. From his wounds.
That's the book.
From his wounds. That's the book.
Okay, never mind.
And you're reading this, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? And yeah, he got tired and died, and he sunk. He couldn't swim anymore, and so he drowned.
But isn't that a thing with sharks? If they stop swimming, they die?
Yeah,
is that a thing?
It is, but it's fucking lame.
Yeah.
So big sell on book Jaws.
Okay.
And partial buy on, because Jaws is my favorite movie.
Yeah,
but partial buy as a bad guy because he just didn't have charisma.
In the way you have set up this game,
yeah.
He's not charismatic.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
He's evil.
I mean, but is he though? He's a shark. He's just doing sharks.
No, because he's hunting them at the end.
But they have been doing shit in his pond, right? So is he just protecting his shit?
I don't know. There's psychology to Jaws.
You know what? Sell. I'm changing my mind.
Okay, I'm selling too. I'm selling too. My last one, Voldemort.
Oh, fucking sell.
Okay, so you don't find him charismatic?
He's a dude who couldn't even take over a fucking school. What the fuck's he gonna do?
Is he evil? He had a lot of evil. He's he's killing kids,
yes,
man.
He's an evil person, yes.
He's got charisma. He's killing kids.
Does he have charisma, though?
What about the quality of the demise?
All he does is like, oh, like my snakes.
That's all he does. 30 minutes killing this guy off in the last movie.
Yeah.
That's a good quality of demise. He checks the boxes.
With the laser beams. Like the two laser beams that come and connect and which way the laser beam is going to go? I sell Voldemort. Didn't like him as a bad guy. Now, I've never read the books of Harry Potter. I've watched all the movies, never read the books. So, just from a movie aspect, and I love Ralph Fiennes. Mm-hmm. Ralph Fiennes, sorry.
Rafe.
Call him Rafe. Rafe. But, no. So.
Okay. Did you have fun?
That was fun.
Okay, tell me your top 3 out of this list.
Hans Landa.
Yeah.
Ooh. Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorc.
I don't know who that is.
From The Fifth Element.
Okay.
Zorc from the Fifth Element.
Okay.
It's like Gary Oldman. And Die Hard. Help me out.
Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber, thank you. There are 2 Hanses in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And did the list give you some stuff to think about though?
Well, that's what I liked. I was trying to think it through the lens of your game, whether just on those 3 structures.
Yeah.
So I sold ones I didn't think I would, and I bought a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
But those were all good. Those were all good evil ones.
I hope you had fun playing.
I enjoyed that, Corbin.
Buy or sell, ladies and gentlemen.
Da 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 da.
Buy or sell.
I didn't want to. That's what it is.
Let's talk about the Acolyte.
Okay.
Okay, so we promised a review of 2 episodes, or are we giving more than 2 episodes?
Okay, well, they're at 5 now because then I went on vacation. So I've more or less reviewed 3. I'm aware of up to the 5. So if you want to talk about all 5,
you didn't watch and you spoiled? Is that what you did? Did you spoil this for yourself?
Yes, because I want to be prepared if you want to talk about it. So I've watched 1 to 3.
Okay,
and I've spoiled 4 to 5.
Wow, I would say 5 was a good one. Probably not to spoil.
Yeah. Okay. So over the top, we were talking about all those shows coming out in June, and there was most of them were all sequel series, which I haven't seen.
And I'm mad that we're doing this right now, in fact, because I should be watching the 3rd episode of House of the Dragon right now.
Ooh, right now. So that shows you his commitment to you, our audience.
Yes. I should be watching episode 3.
He is willing to talk to you instead of watching television. We decided to do the Acolyte.
Yeah.
And I'm a big poo-pooer on Disney's Star Wars.
So am I.
So went into this really quickly. Where it's at now, I don't want you to get into it at all yet, Corbin. Just really quickly on a scale of 1 to 12, how would you rate these right now?
6.
Okay,
Where are you on a scale of 1 to 12?
3.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really fighting to get through these.
So what we'll do, you've done a bigger review.
I've got points.
You've got points written out. I've got like 7 or 8 points written out.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna piggyback onto your points.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me why you do or do not like this show.
Okay, I'm going to get to my points, but I still have some of the jokes I've written up here. So
tell me jokes, please.
I'm going to read one joke. Hey, Corbin.
Hey, go ahead.
What's the difference between Corbin and a Monday?
What is the difference between Corbin and a Monday?
Nothing. They both come early. So dumb.
It's true.
That's why she buys all these fucking cups. All right.
That's why she buys these goddamn cups. I hope you're listening, woman.
I have... Okay, episode 1.
Episode 1.
Okay.
I just, I banged all of these out today, so it's fresh in my mind.
So you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really tried... There's a lot of bullshit, and a lot of people will focus on bullshit. Like in episode 1, everyone was freaking out about the fire in space.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Which I don't care about.
I don't give a shit. So the only thing I really focused on was writing, story, character development. What's going to keep me invested in this? I'm willing to... I don't care. It's whatever. It's fire. It's a fucking Star Wars. There's laser beams and goat people, right? So I didn't give a shit about any of that. So I really tried to focus what I was doing there.
On the meat.
On the meat of it.
Okay.
Oh, man. So, yeah. The Trinity...
Yeah,
right?
She's in the first part.
She's in the first one.
And I would argue she's the best part of the show.
So, okay. So right out of the gate, here's my issue.
Okay.
She sits there. So the Jedi, especially back here, this is like peak Jedi time in the Star Wars world. This is when the Jedi are the most Jedi-ish they've been. They're the defenders of peace and justice throughout the galaxy. This is the most dogmatic, quintessential Jedi, according to the lore.
Okay.
So Trinity just sits there and watches this assassin beat the fuck out of a bunch of people in a bar.
Move.
And just sat there, which a Jedi wouldn't do. Bothered me right at the gate. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? She's sitting there to look cool, but she's letting this chick just demolish people for no fucking reason. So right at the gate, I'm like, no, dumb. So then... and then the writing begins. And then so they do this hand-to-hand thing. Which, okay.
Listen, watching Carrie-Anne Moss do Matrix
and that's what it was.
Star Wars thing, it was okay.
That's all it was, right?
Yeah, it was okay.
They had Carrie-Anne Moss, and they said, we got to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it was. So she gets killed by a blade. This is, again, spoilers for everything we're going to talk about.
By the way, that blade went in, what, an inch and a half, and she's dead in like 3 seconds?
Like a butter fucking knife.
I hate that in movies in general. If you get stabbed in the abdomen, you're alive for like 5 hours after that.
Or totally fine.
Or totally fine.
And even now, and through all these Disney shows, all these people have been stabbed by lightsabers, like through and through, and they're fine. Ahsoka, she's fine. Fucking the last Rise of Skywalker, fine.
Well, he got healed by Rey.
Right. But then one of the other chicks, she got stabbed and she got healed by just regular medicine in Ahsoka.
Which one? Oh, is that what happened with her?
Yeah.
I don't remember
She
that.
just went to the ER and she was fine. and a Jedi Master gets poked with a butter knife and dead. So again, for no reason, they just needed her to fucking die.
Yeah.
So
to push the story along.
Correct. Bothered me. So what else do I have here? So the stupidest reason to arrest this random chick. They find her, the Jedi. They find Osha. They find Osha, and they arrest her, and they just arrest this random chick for really no reason, right? She would have the perfect alibis.
Well, a witness came in and pointed at her, though.
Right. and they just arrest her. But I mean, she would have all the alibis in the world to say she wasn't at that bar at the time that person was killed.
But they did
for where she was.
Okay, but they did say, "Hey, what'd you do on your off day?" I don't know. I don't tell you what I do on my off days. So they did kind of set it up, so I can give them a small pass there.
Okay, fair enough. But it's also like a random alien IDs her.
Yeah,
right.
The one that was at the bar,
right?
Who had the kid grabbing his leg.
Right. So if I put 4 Chewbacca's, Wookiees in front of you, and I said, which one killed the Jedi? You're gonna know. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, that one? No, because to that alien, all humans look like humans. He's not going to fucking know which one's which. He's like, yeah, that human right there. Like, really? Really? That's the human. That one there. Is it this human? Oh, you're right. It's that human. No, that guy doesn't fucking know anything. Bothered me. And then the crash. And then she gets on the jail ship. They crash on a planet.
Yeah.
And she's fine.
And why would she run?
Right.
Like, at that point, she's like, yeah, you can take me in. But why are you running?
And now why are you running? And she's only survived a plane, a ship crash on the planet. Yeah, no, she should be dead. That bothered me.
Yeah.
The CGI was really bad.
The only time I noticed the CGI being really bad was when it was in an episode you didn't see yet.
Okay. Well, I like when they did Coruscant. When they showed Coruscant, it wasn't like the old episode 1 had way better CGI of Coruscant than this did. It was like cut and paste buildings, like the same ones. Like it was like you tell like this was not good. What else they have? Oh yeah, they collect the escape pod of the prisoners, right? So they go there, they go to the planet where it crashed. They get the escape pod of the prisoners that got out of the ship before it crashed, right? Yeah. And then they just leave the planet and go back to Coruscant without deciding to go down to the planet and look for that chick. Like they're there. They say, no, fuck it. We'll go back to Coruscant, talk about it, and then try and go find her. It's like, but you're fucking there. Just go get her. You're already there. You know where the planet is. You're above it.
Talking about it seems something like the Jedi like to do.
Oh,
all they do is talk about stuff.
And that's what I hate about stories. It's like, no, you have to explain every fucking thing that you're doing just to the audience where you can just show. I hate that talking.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so the fucking the Venom dude, the Sith, not Sith guy. He at the end he even says at the end, you can't kill a Jedi with steel or laser, even though she just killed fucking Trinity with steel, right? The whole thing kind of collapses back on itself because they're writing his bullshit, and then he just turns on his lightsaber for no fucking reason. That was episode 1.
Say the last part again.
So when he's standing on that big rock talking to Evil Twin,
right? He turns on his lightsaber,
and he says, "Oh, you can't kill a Jedi with steel or laser." So she just fucking killed a master with a butter knife. So you can kill them with steel. So your writing is stupid.
Well, no, and so I can explain that one away.
Okay, go.
Her mission is to kill a Jedi without weapons, and so he's telling her you cannot do that. That's what her mission is.
Next one.
You have the whole thing with all 4 of these was kill them without weapons.
Which is
that's
dumb,
your final test.
Okay, well then she failed because she used a butter knife to kill her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She completely did.
And then he just ignites his lightsaber for no fucking reason. Like he's standing on a rock and then just goes and turns it on just to show off a red lightsaber. That's
well, you have to know that he's the bad guy.
He's wearing a helmet. He's all in black.
Yeah.
If that's not bad guy Star Wars, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Episode 1. What are your thoughts?
Episode 1. First off, I got notes here.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, why do they hire the worst fucking actors for these things?
Oh, man.
These actors are awful. And there's not one. The best one was Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah.
And she died
out
in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But the main guy,
the Squid Game guy.
Master guy, is that who he is?
Yeah, Squid Game guy.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He can't act to save his life.
No.
The main character can't act to save her life.
No, she can't. And she's playing 2 people.
The guy who she came to arrest her definitely can't act to save his life.
the fucking douchey hair guy that just gets told no fucking every 5 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
He can't act to save his life. And then
because we will arrest you now because.
And then it was worse than that. The second note I've got is really stiff dialogue. Like the writing is bad.
Awful.
Like, now the only excuse I can give to them is that they were in is this 100 years or 1,000 years before?
I believe we are like 150, 100 years before.
Okay. Yeah, it was either 100 or 1,000. I just didn't remember what it said. So maybe there's like old timey dialogue that they have. I guess I don't know, but it doesn't sound good, and the way they talk to each other is very, very stiff. So I didn't like that.
Yeah.
So are we going to spoil? Okay, spoil episode 2 because I can't go farther.
Okay. So episode 2 comes along. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the guy floating in the room. How do they make this dude look like he's 10 years old and he's 60 years old at the same time?
Which
like,
guy?
The guy with the bald guy with the super fake beard who's floating there. The guy drinks the boil.
Yeah.
Like, just that looks so dumb.
He didn't look good.
Did not look good. Like it's probably the worst beard I have seen in recent memory on television or anything, because it's just like, wow, that is a fake fucking beard that guy has on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That really took me out of it. And I don't like. Okay. The Force has gone from this subtle magical force that can be manipulated between all living things to just a full-on fantasy magic that only does what the script needs it to do. And this is the crutch that all these Disney writers have fucking fallen on, is that George, and George has a lot of fucking problems with his writing, but he was smart and he left the Force mystical. He didn't explain it until he brought the midichlorians in. But for the most part, he didn't explain it. It was just a force that can be manipulated to help certain things, whether it's running. And
I will say, spoiler alert, in a later episode, number 4, they try to explain this away through. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because you're the expanded universe guru.
Yeah.
Is there witches in the expanded universe?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Why are there witches?
Yeah.
Because they ask the question inevitably, if the Force is everywhere and it goes through all living things, which has been grounded, why is it only Jedi or Sith? They said, would there not be another organization or group of people who could connect to the Force and come together in a galaxy-wide that would start to manipulate it somehow?
Nope. Democrats and Republicans. That's it.
So they do it differently. Like the Chiss, so like Thrawn, he's a Chiss. His species, their Force-sensitive species, fly their ships in the wild space. So that's tough to fly in. So instead of becoming like Jedi, they use them as pilots. And that's kind of what they use them for. So yeah, there are different versions of that throughout the EU, but there are witches, yes.
So my next note. So in the second episode, I guess I should say, I'm trying to think. Episode 2, she tries to make another attack on another Jedi.
Yeah.
She succeeds with a roundabout way by making him. Now that I've watched it through episode 5, doesn't make sense that he would do what he did at all.
Right.
Because I don't know how they explain that away. How do I sound, by the way? Do I sound okay?
I think you sound great.
Okay.
Everybody, how do you think? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I'm getting thumbs up.
Room says
we're getting thumbs up.
I don't understand or believe that he would do what he did. Okay?
No.
Doesn't make sense to me.
If she can't touch him, so she's throwing shit and lightsabers, trying to hit him, all this stuff. She can't hit him because now there's a magic Force bubble, because that's what they needed the Force to do that day.
Yeah.
So, okay. So then she's given poison to give to him, but she still has to give him the poison.
Yeah. Why couldn't?
Right?
Yeah.
It still has to go through this magical barrier which exists for some reason. So I didn't. Yeah.
And I will say,
and you think,
okay,
and you think if there was an assassination attempt on this guy.
Okay.
And she failed and ran away.
Yeah.
So she comes back.
Yep.
There's no change in security. There's no brought in 5 extra guys, because guess what? She just tried the attempt.
And nobody can wake this fucking guy up and go, hey, someone tried to kill you?
Or just come hang out and wait for them to come back. Like nothing changes. Like the regular thinking, you think, okay, well, they would do something. Now there's an assassination attempt. Nope, they're just going to wait or come back.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, no, didn't do that at all.
I didn't. So now at this point, we can say there's an evil twin and there's a good twin.
Yes. Yeah, weird. Storyboard writing at its finest.
We got it. Evil twin, good twin.
Yeah. No one's thought of this before.
Okay. We'll do that, I guess.
Yeah, why would he drink it? They don't even go into the reason. Like, truly, they kind of hint that he's sad about he's a self-exile thing. But like, why would you willingly kill yourself to someone who's trying to kill? Like, made no sense.
Let's just talk all the way up through episode 5. Let's just do it.
Let's just go.
Okay,
I got writing down.
Okay, keep going.
Just drinks it. Didn't like it.
No, that was dumb. And they still haven't explained why that would be.
Nope. They just let it go. He just moves on. Why the undercover bullshit to get the confession from the poison guy, right? They do this whole undercover scheme to get where they could just walk in and arrest Buddy or use the force. That's been a proven thing before. So just some random, but somebody even said that, let's go arrest him, and then she shuts him down. The guy that gets told no every fucking time, and even though that's the better idea, like they're making up these random story parts, which
okay, this is gonna be spoilers. Episode 5, they reveal who the Sith Lord is. And It's the most predictable reveal
it's not
on the planet. And so the way this guy carries himself in part 5 doesn't jive with how he carries himself in previous episodes.
Right.
So, or girl, I should say.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I just didn't, and I called it the second I met the character. I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's the person right there.
They actually used pocket sand in one so she could run away.
Sorry,
they did the pocket sand thing where they throw a fucking sand out, they use the force to push sand around so she can run away.
Yeah, she did it to the ground, didn't she?
Yeah, that's like pocket sand. I thought it was funny. Let's use pocket sand.
In fact, they did it twice in this thing. You didn't see the fourth episode, but at the end of the fourth episode,
pocket sand,
they did it again.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
two pocket sand.
He forced the ground out and then pushed everyone back, and it was dust everywhere.
Oh yeah, and she didn't. She had her gun out, and she could have shot the bad girl with a stun. They said, "Here's the stun gun." Right, with a stun setting, not shooting. It's like, shoot them. And she just holds it and doesn't and lets her run away because she's conflicted.
Yeah.
But it's a stun gun. Just fucking shoot her.
Yeah.
Like, you're not killing them.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
would you hesitate, though?
No.
Shooting your sibling?
You can be, where's my sister right now?
I'll shoot her right now.
No, that was dumb. Yeah, and then bad girl goes to the poison guy, even though he talks to the Jedi. Like, does she know poison guy is the big bad? At that point,
spoiler alert.
Yeah, this is all we talked about spoilers. There's too many spoilers.
Okay, so sorry.
Like, does she in episode 2?
Does who know who?
When bad girl
goes
back to poison guy at the end of that episode,
she does not know who.
She doesn't know he is big bad
until the 5th episode.
So then, why does she go back to him after he's already been hit up by the Jedi when she knows the Jedi are hunting for her?
Because she didn't go back. The good twin, went back to trick him, and that's how they boxed him in and tried to.
No, this is after though. After all that, and she runs away at the very end. She goes back to the poison guy, the bad girl. But why would you go back? They just
bad girl went back.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it made no sense. Episode 3.
Okay, episode 3
was the prequel episode.
Yeah, the episode 3 was it the prequel episode? No, episode 4 was
like when they were the
episode 3 was the prequel episode.
Yeah,
and so I had a couple of questions. I had witches ? And, and the Ascension ?
So everyone lost their minds over here because they started rewriting canon.
Okay. Rewrite it. Like, I don't care. Make it new. Make it include it. But make it good.
Yeah, but also they've set the rules that this is all connected, so you can't change the canon, right? If you're going to say no, this is the same thing as episode 4. This is the same world as this. This is the same, and especially if this is a prequel to what's come before, it better fucking make sense because you have these movies coming up ahead of it.
Yeah,
right. And that's why everyone freaked out about
Rogue One. The ending of Rogue One.
The ending of Rogue One, or Coyote-Mundi now is in this one, even though he's not old enough, right?
We don't know how long he lives.
No, it's literally been shown multiple times. He's like 58 in the time of episode 1.
But what I'm saying is, it's a different species. They might age different.
No, he's been 100%. We have his birth date and everything.
You have his birth date.
Like predisposition.
Well, that's just silly giving that.
They just changed it.
So then I had in question. I went, huh? ? Jedi steals kids? Since when did the Jedi just go, we're going to take your kid? We have because Carrie Ann Moss shows back up in this episode, and she's like, you know damn well we have the right to just take your fucking kid if he tests well. And I'm just like, what?
No, the Jedi will always go and test them, but they don't forcefully take the children if they say no.
I know, but it didn't come across that way.
No, it didn't, because this whole show. Here's the problem with writing. When What's Her Face made this show, they're like, yeah, we're gonna make a show from the bad guy's point of view. But instead of doing that, they're just making a show that tries to make Jedi look like shitheads. Right?
Okay.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
They're really shitty at writing a story, right? So they're not doing a very good job of making you empathetic or really care about these villains in any way, which is what a villain-centric story should be. They're just saying, oh, these good guys were good. Look how fucking shitty they are. And they steal children. And yeah, they're all terrible. Yeah, no, that's part of the problem.
I put another note down.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the squid character guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm talking about all of them, but it starts with the squid character. I said most unthreatening, unauthoritative Jedi ever, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, first he can't act to save his life.
They're really trying to go for this monk thing, eh? Like this really calm monk, but it's not.
But he can't act, and he's just not, he doesn't seem imposing in any way.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he could stop anything if it started.
Yeah.
Then there was this one thing in episode 5 that I didn't like, or episode 4. They land on the planet where the Wookiee is.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's go talk to the locals. And then that didn't pan out. Oh, he went to the forest. And then he goes, oh, it doesn't matter. We got this tracker.
Yeah.
Just use him in the first place.
Yeah. Why did we
do any of this?
Yeah. All this was a waste of time.
Yeah, it was a big waste of time.
Because they needed the story. They needed it because the story said you had to have it at that moment.
What is the best thing in this show? I have in my head what the best thing is. But
okay. What tell me, because I don't know.
I think it's the actual Sith Lord. He actually acted well. He was menacing. He kind of commanded the screen when he was on there.
But see, I don't think he's a Sith Lord because he said
himself a Sith.
He said you would call me a Sith.
Right. Well, whoever he is.
So people are all guessing that he's the prequel to the Knights of Ren. Like he's Ren. Is what everyone's saying is what everyone assumes on the internet. Like, you know, Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
He's a Knight of Ren.
Okay.
That group.
Okay.
So they're saying this guy is a Ren.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not actually a Sith, because that's the big continuity problem, right? Is everyone's like, the Jedi didn't have any interactions with the Sith up to a certain point, and now 100 years ago, now they're saying, well, we're fighting the Sith, so it wouldn't continuity well into the movies.
Right.
So everyone's saying, oh, you know, he's
the best part of the show.
I mean, villains usually are.
I mean, yeah, but in the 4th episode or 5th episode specifically, because that's the only really time you see him.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best part of the show. I thought he acted well. He explained his position well. I liked him.
I'll get through it, but
I'm going to finish.
Just once again, Disney has not given me a reason to care about Star Wars. Yeah. In a long time.
So the big 4 we talked about in June. The big 4 shows that were coming out.
Yeah.
The Boys, The Acolyte, House of the Dragon, and The Bear.
Yeah.
We can't talk about the other 3 because you're not caught up.
Correct.
But I will say, The Boys has let me down.
I heard this was a bad season.
The Acolyte has let me down.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon has been good.
Okay.
And I haven't watched The Bear yet, so I'm excited for that one.
Okay.
But yes, no, The Boys has been trash so far. Like this, I've watched 5 episodes of this season, and I'm like, what is this about?
Yeah.
What is this show even
People
about?
said it's not very good this season.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful, and it's a waste of my time.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Yep.
That's our take on The Acolyte.
Acolyte. How many episodes is there total? 8, I assume?
I think it's 8.
So
Usually it's
3
8.
more, so we'll do the next 3 after this.
Then we'll do the next 3 and the next one. I would be genuinely interested to hear if you have an opinion on what you think The Acolyte is good or bad, and let us know, and then we can tell you why you're wrong or not.
DM me.
Yeah, DM
us.
I don't know, you can DM. But I'd be interested to see what everyone's other takes are on it, if there's maybe seen some or not. But
so there's a question. I want to get your opinion on this. There is. What do you think? Okay, what's the main guy's name? Master Lo Ren So. Anyway, whatever that master guy is, he did something that he has to admit to. What do you think he did?
Well, is this the fire in the concrete building thing?
Well, no. Remember at the end he says the bad Sith guy or whatever, the red guy said to him, like, admit what you did. And then she's like, what did he mean? What are we supposed to admit?
Yeah.
And he didn't. I'll tell you another time because can't tell him right away.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another time.
You need to watch the next episode.
We don't have enough time. So what do you think he did?
I assume it had something to do with the prequel episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Killed a mom.
But it didn't show anything.
Killed one of the moms or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe they cut all those people down. I don't know why they would, but
they're just making the Jedi villains, right? That's all they're doing, and it doesn't make sense because this is when the Jedi are the most Jedi they should be, and you're just making them villains.
One problem I had with it is, so she first off, what I didn't like about episode 4 is she lures her buddy into a trap. And he gets like a snare trap and flies upside down to a tree. First off, how did that guy not see it coming? That's the first thing.
Jedi Knight, yeah.
Second time, she says to him, you know what? You're right. My sister's alive. I don't have to be bad. So she goes.
The bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she goes to the house and then they have a fight, the good guys and the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then she comes out of the house saying she was going to be good.
And is now bad.
And is now bad again.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that.
Exactly, because it was just bullshit twist writing for the sake of it. Like and that's the point. Like there is no point to this. It is just someone sitting writing. Oh, she'll say she's good now. Oh no, she'll say she's bad.
Oh,
now.
she's good.
Like it's
and bad.
Terrible.
Yeah,
terrible. But so check in more for next rounds of acolyting that we will watch continually. Assumably, some of you would like to hear about this, but oh man, is that a tough slog.
You know what? It's not a slog as much as I thought it would be.
More of a slug.
And the only reason why is because they've got these episodes being so short. Like the last two are only 34 episodes or 34 minutes, right? So it was easy to get through, but it wasn't worth it.
Game 2?
Game 2.
Game 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rapid Fire. Pew, 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 pew. Wow, 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 wow. Ba weep grana weep niniban.
Ba weep grana weep niniban.
Do you know what I'm saying when I said that?
Yeah.
What Ba weep grana weep niniban.
Say it backwards.
I don't know.
Oh.
You're supposed to say something back to me. Do you know what it is when I say that to you?
Say it again.
Ba weep grana weep niniban.
Ba ni ga ni rop ni dosti bo?
No, you don't know what I'm talking about.
No. Nobody does.
Yes, everybody does.
No one knows what you're doing right now.
I guarantee you 85% of our listeners know exactly what I just did.
All three of them.
That is the universal greeting for Transformers. So when a Transformer meets a new life form, or a new Transformer they don't know, they say, Ba weep grana weep niniban. And if they say that back to them, then they're friends and they can be friends.
Oh.
Yeah. So Hot Rod said that to Wreck-Gar.
Wreck-Gar.
Yes, on the Wreck Planet, on the planet of junk in Transformers the movie.
Yeah.
And once Wreck-Gar recognized the universal greeting, they were friends, and that was
they fought the Decepticons.
That was that. And they fought the Decepticons together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't know that.
No. Was this just a thought that came to your mind, or is this setting something up?
No, it's just a thought that just came to my mind. Everyone has seen Transformers the movie, 1986. It's fucking genius. Okay, we're playing Rapid Fire, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I ask Tanner random questions to get his opinion. Some of them are going to be a little blue. Okay, so parental guidance on this episode.
PG, everybody.
Nope. Rated R.
Oh, hard R.
Hard R.
Hard R.
Hard R.
Can I start with a joke?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Quiet horse.
Quiet horse who?
That was dumb. That was funny, though. Made me laugh. All right.
That reminds me of when I was on social media more. I would just Google random things.
Okay.
And then I'd post whatever results of my Google search onto my Facebook page. And so what I did is I Googled suspicious cows. I've done both.
Okay.
But suspicious cows, and and it's all pictures of cows with their eyes like doing this, right?
looking over their shoulder.
Looking over their shoulder. There's a cow. He's like behind a fence like this. So it was just a collage of suspicious cows.
Okay, that's a good day.
That's a good day.
All right.
That kind of stuff makes me laugh. Suspicious cow. Google suspicious cows.
Yeah, I like that.
That's good stuff. Let's name the episode "Suspicious Cows." Tanner,
Go.
the topic tonight is TV, movies, and video games. And I'm going to ask you random questions from this. Answer them the best you can, but most importantly, you have to answer them honestly, even if they're a little blue.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Question number
I'm
one.
ready. Yeah, go.
How many TV shows that you've seen could you take a college course and get an A?
12.
Can you name them?
I mean, no, I was kind of generalizing
Yeah.
off the top of my head, but yeah, I mean, do you want to go through some ideas?
Give me like a couple examples of courses you think you could get an A in.
Any Star Trek show.
Okay.
Bob's Burgers. Archer. Any Star Wars cartoon.
Okay.
I'd ace that. What's a show I've watched? Band of Brothers.
Nice.
Could ace that.
I could do The League.
I could do The League too. I'd take you out on
I
a
could
tour of The
do
League. Yep.
Spartacus.
Couldn't do Spartacus.
I could do Battlestar Galactica.
The original or the redo?
The redo.
Yeah.
I could do Firefly.
Yeah, I could do Firefly. Yep.
I could do The Wire.
Couldn't do The Wire.
And I definitely could do Game of Thrones.
I might get a
Just as a couple.
I might get a B.
examples.
I might get a B in Game of Thrones.
All right.
Okay.
Next question. If you could watch your worst enemy fail on one game show on TV, which one would it be? Your worst enemy. You hate this person.
Probably Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh,
That's humiliating. You're
If you
sitting
just
there with the
lose
light
them-
and the music.
would you have them lose very first question? Or?
No, you got to get far and then have it all taken away from
And
you.
then take it away from
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I
Yeah.
like it.
You? Are you going? You're going to your answers?
If I could have them lose on a game show, it would be Survivor.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like them to get second place because I want them to go through maximum pain
Yeah.
and starvation.
Okay. I didn't know those shows were part of it. I was thinking like game.
That's
Like,
a game
then I would
show.
choose The Bachelor and have me the second last one.
Yeah, that's
And then
a good one
not
too.
get all that way and fall in
Yeah,
love, and
'cause
then
that
not
probably
give you that fucking rose.
That probably hurts. Love.
oh yeah, way more.
A broken heart hurts more than
Way more.
starvation.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Second last on Bachelor.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And just for everybody, just tell everybody who your worst enemy is. Go ahead. Everyone just wants to know.
His name is Braxton.
Oh, my guy's name is Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can't stand
You
that guy.
know who you are.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
What's the number one fictional sporting event you would want to attend?
Pod racing.
Pod racing.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Fucking badass to watch.
I think I'd want to watch a Quidditch match. I think.
Quidditch would be high up there, yeah, because that seems pretty intense too. But
Yeah.
yeah, pod racing. Yeah.
If you could live inside one TV show, rapid fire, everybody. If you could live inside one TV show, what would you live in?
Firefly.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You know what I would live in? And
What?
so we're totally opposites.
Yeah. Full House.
No, it's the Gilmore Girls.
Really?
I would live in Stars Hollow. That's where they live.
Oh, I'm aware.
I would live in Stars Hollow every day of my life. I think those are the most coolest, fascinating people.
Okay,
ever.
so side note.
Yeah.
When Jalen was going through her troubles, we talked about.
Also, I could get an A in Gilmore Girls. Go ahead.
She got through it a lot by binging Gilmore Girls because
Really?
she liked watching as a kid.
Okay.
So I subsequently have now watched all of Gilmore Girls. I went from knowing nothing about it to watching every episode.
It's a good show.
It is a good show. It's entertaining. Yes, flat. Yes. And there's a lot of famous people you don't expect to be in it or in
Yeah.
it. I think it would have been a lot better originally, episodically.
It
as
was
it came
really
out.
good. It was destination television.
Watching
for me.
all of them in a row, you're like, these two women are fucking terrible. Like, they're terrible people. Like, you just sit and watch all of this in like a month period. You're like, they're fucking assholes. Like they're just this fucking Luke. Like, they're just dropping Luke. I can't get into it. Yeah, upset me. Okay,
So
but yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying.
okay, so are we Team Jesse or Team Logan?
My wife is Jessie.
Okay.
Who's the what was his name? The first one.
Dean.
Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Winchesters.
You like Dean.
I'd probably go back to Dean.
Okay, I like
Myself?
Team Jesse. I was always a Team Jesse guy, and I always
douchey though.
I like Luke, but I kind of always like Chris too.
No, Chris is a fucking asshat.
Oh, really?
Hated Chris from day one. He walked in.
But you got to admit, when you had a Chris episode, it was one of the more interesting ones.
It was interesting to watch. Yeah. No, I didn't like Chris.
Shout out to your wife.
I'm
and
Team Luke.
Gilmore
100%.
Girls, baby.
Yeah. Team Luke should be the name of this episode.
Team Luke? No, because I'm Team Jesse. I like suspicious cows.
I do too. Okay.
Would you rather travel by dog sled pulled by little people whenever you want, or live in the Super Mario world?
Sorry. So it could be 40 above outside, and I could say bobsled.
Yeah.
And a bobsled will appear.
Not bobsled. Dog sled.
A dog sled.
Yeah.
And a dog sled will appear pulled
by
people.
little people.
Oh man. Mario World.
You ever live in the Mario world? Hey?
Yeah. I think you get more antics there.
Yeah.
You get to ride a Yoshi there.
What's the most rewatchable TV show of all time?
Ooh, that is a great fucking question. Oh, there's so many flying through my face right now. It's going to be a comedy. It's going to be probably, honestly, for me, Seinfeld.
Yeah, for me, it's The League.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah.
Just because it's more my style now. Like Seinfeld's the PG version of The League.
Yes, that's very true.
And I like the R-rated nature of
Yeah.
The League. What's your go-to game plan if a zombie apocalypse hits?
So I already have it with my family.
Oh, you already what? Sorry.
I already have the plan with my family.
Okay, what is it?
Already set up. We have an island chosen
Yeah.
off the west coast of Canada.
Okay.
And your goal is just to get there.
Okay.
And that's where we'll meet up.
Question.
Yeah.
What if the zombies turn into humans
When they bite you.
when you bite you?
Then it just becomes a game. And then you just got to beat
All right.
not it.
Who would be your number one pick to be a cameo in your movie?
Like as an actor or?
Yeah, if you have a movie,
Yeah.
it's about you.
Okay. Oh, it's about me.
And you want a cameo in your movie.
I really like the comedy of someone really famous who's in it for like a second. So like in Deadpool, where Brad Pitt's in it for literally a second and then gone.
Yeah.
I find that shit funny.
That is funny.
So I would probably have someone like uber famous, whoever it is at the time. Like just like
would you have them like look like they look, or would you have them like disguised?
No, I'd have it that
like Daniel Craig as a stormtrooper.
No, I'd have like I walk up to a newspaper stand and Arnold Schwarzenegger sells me a newspaper and I walk away. Like that. That's it. That's what I would do.
Okay, I'm looking at another one. Which reality TV show would you be best on?
Would I be best on?
Yeah. What would you be the best?
I hate reality TV.
That's why I want to know this answer.
You know, it would be. You know what I'd be best on? The haunted ones.
Oh, like the haunted castle.
Yeah.
So,
any of those?
and you're scared of these things.
No.
Okay.
I don't believe in any of it.
Okay.
It's fucking dumb.
Okay.
So everyone would be like, oh, the squeaks.
But you won't watch a ghost movie.
No, I would rather. I'd be more comfortable watching the ghost movies more than the slasher movies because the slasher movies are real.
Yeah.
Right. Someone can come stab you 100 times with a machete.
Yeah.
But there's never going to be a ghost that comes and helps you make pots in your basement.
I just watched the worst slasher movie maybe ever yesterday. Not ever. So it's made by a Canadian guy. It's called In a Violent Nature.
Okay.
And it's Acolyte for horror movies.
Oh, no.
It's a horror movie from the aspect of the slasher. And,
Okay.
And 60% of this movie is him walking, and the camera's right behind him, following him walking.
Oh God.
It is so fucking bad, and then the ending's terrible. I'm sorry. Actually, team, if you get the chance to see In a Violent Nature, don't. If you could inception one person, who would it be, and what would the idea be?
Oh, that is dangerous. I would inception my wife so that every time I came home, how should I put this so I don't sound bad? I want to inception my wife so that if I do something, it'll make her remember something very happy to make her happy about it.
Okay.
Right? I got to think of a way to make it sound like I don't sound creepy. So you thought I was going to go with a negative thing there, didn't you?
No,
Try
not at all.
Try to turn it positive.
Not at all.
So something, I would try to do something to make my wife's life nicer.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah.
Mine's way more selfish than
I thought so, yeah.
And actually it's just because convenience because you're here. I would inception you to like sports because that would turn you into the perfect friend.
Yeah. hey, Corbyn, did you watch?
Imagine if we talk sports on here.
We'd lose all of our 12 listeners.
No, wait, they'd love it. They'd love it. But we talk about all the other stuff still.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure.
If you could see a sex tape with any two movie characters, who would it be?
Oh, wow. Let's see. You know what? I think I would probably choose Terminator and Rambo because I just think they got a lot of tension there that they got to work out, and I think the only way they're going to work it out is through lovemaking.
Terminator and Rambo.
Yeah.
Terminator and Rambo.
Yeah. The T-800,
Not-
the T-800 and John Rambo.
Not Dutch from Predator. Same guy, but he's not a robot.
Actually, yeah. You know what?
Because if he goes on top, Rambo's fucked.
Right, he's heavy. And you know what? I think John is actually a soft lover.
I bet she has soft hands.
But you know what? I
bet she moisturizes.
He was very tender when he needed to be.
Yeah.
Not yelling, get the chopper, but talking to, in the quiet moments and getting her out of there and making sure her feel safe. So yeah, I think, yeah, okay, I'll change my answer.
Dutch
from
Predator
and John Rambo. Yeah. You?
Oh, geez. I didn't think about this one.
Yeah, that's right.
If I could see a sex tape with any two movie characters, who would it be? Barbed Wire.
Okay.
And
John Rambo.
Barbed Wire, but like another superhero.
Yeah.
So like
Homelander.
Captain America.
Oh.
Yeah.
Positive.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Captain America would have very boring sex.
Yeah. You think so?
Oh, yeah. You just be missionary style all the time because that's polite and not what the Nazis would do.
It's kind of overrated, I'm just going to say this right now. It's overrated having 19 positions.
Oh, my God. Who has the time?
Who's got the time?
Who's got time for that?
And I got to tell you right now, with kids, I don't got fucking time.
You got to get in and get business done.
You got to I slap the table there.
That was a table slapping moment. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because you still got to get your mom, your dad, and your son to come in and use their hands.
It's a callback.
See what I did there? Yeah. Okay.
If you were kidnapped, what TV cast would you want to come save you?
Oh, the A-Team.
Nice. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
A-Team, man. A-Team will come save me.
Can you do the A-Team theme song right now? That's a good song.
It's a good song.
A couple more?
Please, I'm loving it.
Do you want more TV, movie, and game stuff, or you want me to go and get the more funky stuff?
You give me whatever you got in there, buddy.
I'm going to give you some more funky stuff.
Give me whatever you got.
Actually, let's keep it with TV, movie. No.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. I'm going to give you, some weird ones.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
And they're
Curveball me.
They're a little uncomfortable.
Curveball me. Here we go. Here's the hard R, everyone. If you don't want it, turn away now.
Hard R.
Hard R.
Would you rather bang someone who's banged 1,000 people?
Yeah.
Or banged one animal?
I mean, 1,000 people, because, you can't match that experience, right? They're coming in with a playbook that you won't even understand.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? You just sit back, close your eyes,
yeah,
and just
become
jelly.
What about having too much exposure? You're opening yourself up to some sort of disease with that. You're getting some sort of pills.
What is the fun of life without a little bit of danger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a sports question.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Would you rather be an awesome NFL kicker or an average NFL tight end?
From what I know of sports,
yeah,
which is considerable, I think the kicker is a more fun mythos to it, right? Some people really hate kickers. Some people really love kickers. Yeah. And I see it feels like
players in the team. Generally,
it feels like a lot of the game rides on the guy who kicks the ball. So I'd go kicker. Even though I know everyone in the league makes fun of kickers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's a little thing someone can do that automatically makes them a crazy person? And I want a real answer, not a fake one.
Yeah. No. Okay. Real answer. That they can do.
What's
that
a little thing someone can do that automatically makes them a crazy person?
Oh, I had something like a. Hold on, it's gonna come back to me. That Twitch thing. It's gonna bother. It's one of these things that I see people do and it bothers me, but now I can't think of it. Hold on, it'll come back to me. It's like a Twitch thing where they touch something. They keep doing something on their body and it annoys the fuck out of me every time somebody does it.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
It's when people cover their mouth when they chew and they talk.
Okay.
Okay. So
they're
yeah. So they're chewing food.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of hold their hand in front of their. It's hard to do with the microphone. In front of their mouth, and they're still chewing and or talking, and they're just doing it to block you, so you can't see what they're eating. It's just it's the most useless fucking thing in the world. I'm like, why are you doing that? Put your fucking hand down and either swallow the fucking food and talk, or just talk and chew. But don't do this weird.
Would you rather them spit all the food on you?
But make a decision, because like this weird fucking hand thing, it bothers me all the time. So that they do that, I'm like, no, I'm out.
Okay, you want to know what mine is?
What's yours?
Mine is way more harsh.
Okay.
Than yours. Anybody who asks more than 2 questions in a staff meeting.
Oh,
if you ask more than 2
questions,
if you ask more than 2 questions in a staff meeting, first off, fuck off.
Yeah.
And 2, you're a crazy person.
Yes. No, I will 100%.
Nobody wants to be there that long.
No. And you shouldn't be asking questions anyway.
No.
You're sitting there, you're told your things, you get the fuck out.
Get out.
Yeah.
Would you rather have your own personal bathroom or your own personal office?
Oh, personal office for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd rather have my own personal bathroom.
We've already spent more time in
the bathroom.
Come on now.
Seriously.
But you can, aside from 2
Nobody ever gets to use this bathroom but you. Think about that.
Yeah, but aside from 2 things, you can do everything you do in the bathroom in the office. Right?
I don't know. I like the idea of no one being in my bathroom.
That sounds like the problem of a man who has a large family that has to deal with that fight. Right?
Yeah, but it's also like at work. It's also in public. Like imagine if you're in public, but you had your own bathroom.
Oh, so not just one place. So at any point in time, you have this secret.
Anytime you need a bathroom, you have your own personal bathroom.
I see what you're saying. Okay, if that's the case, then I could seek one bathroom.
Would you rather give the first 90% of a blowjob or the last 10?
Oh well, I mean, it was a cleanup hitter, right? So
yeah. You go last 10?
Well, I mean, everyone remembers the last 10, right?
Sorry, you want to you want to be remembered? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You remember the greats. You don't remember the fucking starters, right?
And I'm thinking I don't want to get just load all over me, so I'm thinking I'm going to go first 90.
Oh no,
because I don't want the mess.
You're doing all the work.
Clean guy,
you're doing all the work, throwing your shoulder out.
Yeah,
right.
I'm the clean guy.
I come in, do the last couple innings, fucking walk out.
You're a closer.
Yeah, go get a spritz. We're good. Yeah.
Last 10%.
Yeah, for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, if someone texted you a picture of your dick with no context, would you know it's yours?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I've seen it enough.
I think I might know mine.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would be concerned if I could look at a dick and say, "Ooh, that's not is that my dick?"
You know what? I think I'd have more trouble. No, I think it'd be easier to know that it's not my dick than to know that it is my dick.
I think I would have a harder time if someone sent me a picture of my hand. I would have a harder time saying that's my hand rather than my dick.
I could tell my hands in a heartbeat. If someone sent me a picture of my hand anytime.
You think you could, but I bet you I got a random picture one day between a hand and a pick. I could say I'm 100% that's my dick. I'm 85% that's my hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Could you still go to your barber's? Sorry, hold on.
Take 2.
Could you still go to your barber if he was extremely racist? And I mean,
like racist towards me?
No. Racist in general. Like, and I mean, really racist. Could you still go and be like, okay, but he's such a good haircut.
That's the thing. Is he a really good haircutter?
He's great. He cuts your hair great. It's the best your hair's ever looked.
It's just exhausting, though, isn't it? People complaining about race. It's just kind of like, I can't just get over your shit. But you know what? I think the other problem is I've never really had a really good barber either. Like I've never had a barber I'd say, oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Right? I've never had that good of a barber.
All right, so if your doctor was super racist, could you still go to them?
I mean, she kind of is.
It's a great question.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of options of doctors in this town, though. So,
If you got a one-time pass to do whatever you wanted,
yeah.
what crime would you commit?
I think we kind of had this question once.
Did we do this already? I think we did do this.
Like,
already.
yeah, if you could do,
I would do stock fraud or something.
Yeah, something
Something that no one got hurt.
Yeah,
I'm very conscious of not hurting other people.
I would do something outrageous that doesn't necessarily hurt people, but will be remembered forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Like hijack a plane.
or
Everyone remembers D.B. Cooper.
that's true. Most people do now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say something along the lines of like paint the Statue of Liberty in like Princess Leia underwear.
Okay. I got one for you. Okay.
Swinging on by. All right.
I still going to buy that one.
Yeah.
What is your stance on washing your hands after going to the bathroom?
Every time.
Okay. I'm going to make a case against it. Hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
And tell me why you're a dirty, dirty fucking person.
Hear me out. Okay. I'm not saying I do it. I'm saying this is the case against it.
Okay.
My junk,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking number one here. I'm not thinking number two. Number two, wash your fucking hands.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
fucking
I'm with
gross
you.
piece of
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
Okay. I'm thinking if you go number one.
Yeah.
Okay. My junk
Yeah.
is the most protected, double layered,
Yeah.
isolated thing on my body.
And it's just skin.
It's cleaner than my hands.
Yeah.
It's cleaner than my armpits.
Yeah.
It's cleaner than my face.
Yeah.
It's cleaner than everything.
Yeah.
Like,
it's never touched.
I would argue
ever touched.
that's the cleanest part of my body at any given moment.
Okay.
So
But you're not washing it because you touched your wiener. You're washing your hands because piss will come up.
Okay, no.
and hit
In
your
this scenario, that's not what the problem is. In this scenario, it's the cleanliness of my junk.
Okay, well, I don't think that's why people wash their hands. It's because the cleanliness of their junk. I think they're washing it because they get piss in their hands.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Can I just say, if you get piss all over your hands,
Well, mist piss.
I'm sorry. You get fucking problems.
You get mist piss.
No, you don't.
Sometimes you get blowback.
What? No. How are you
Yeah.
doing it? How does this happen?
Well, sometimes blowback happens.
Blowback from what?
Urinals.
What are you
or-
doing? If you should be aiming at the very bottom of the urinal. If you're aiming straight ahead, then you're a fucking moron.
So sometimes you have to clean bits up. You know, you got to.
Okay, all I'm saying is my junk is fucking clean. But that being said,
That being said,
we all wash our hands.
that was a weird way to say you never wash your hands in the bathroom.
What's the hardest thing to do casually?
Sleep.
Casually sleep, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would offend a bunch of people, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Thank
That's
you.
a really good answer.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
You?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the answer to that is.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a couple more, and then we'll wrap it up.
Here we go.
How are you liking this so far? How are you liking rapid fire?
I enjoy this rapid fire question.
I like
everyone,
rapid fire.
I hope everyone's playing at home.
I hope everyone's playing home and thinking about these things, because these are
Think about
questions that don't have clear-cut answers.
Right. And you know, you bring something new to the table with your answers. And like we find out Corbyn doesn't wash his hands.
I said I washed my hands. I was making a case against it.
Yeah.
Would you rather have one giant dick for an arm, or have? Hear me out. I'm not done. Would you rather have one giant dick for an arm, or have all your fingers be dicks?
Does my dick arm have fingers on it, or is it just a dick arm?
dick arm. But if you had no dick arm, you would have 10 dick fingers.
I think I would still want to keep the opposable dicks.
You know how your gloves would fit? Like a glove. Because it'd be 5 dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do your pants fit? No, how do your pants fit? If you had 5 dicks, that was the joke. If you had 5 dicks, how do your pants fit? Like a glove. That's the joke.
Hey, we're funny on this podcast.
All right, what do you want? You want dick fingers or you want dick arm?
Dick fingers, yeah.
You take 10 dick fingers?
Well, then I still have opposable dicks. I can
Ugh.
still use my hands. You just a dick arm. You can't do
Your
anything.
jazz
with it.
hands, you'd be jerking yourself off.
Oh, it would be
That'd be
a
awful.
messy
That'd be
day.
awful. That'd be a messy day.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Watch out for handshakes.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I would never handshake. Would you handshake someone if you had dicks for fingers?
Well, it's only polite.
Is it?
If they put their hand on a handshake, you have to handshake them.
No, because that's allegedly the most dirtiest part of my body that I have to wash every second.
Well, it is now with the piss mist.
Imagine pissing out of your hand like this, 5 fingers.
Now we're getting superheroes.
That's like a superpower.
Yeah.
No one thought we were going this way today.
I didn't.
No. Okay. I'm not going to ask you that one. That's no good. If you could have an endless supply of anything, what would it be?
I'm not going to say something stupid like friendship. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Lemon squares.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like a good lemon square.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mine's going to be life, but go ahead. You do yours.
You want to live forever?
Yeah, I do want to live forever.
Oh, God, no.
I could watch baseball for the rest of time.
That sounds horrible to me.
Oh, I do that all the time.
I've never understood why people want to live forever.
Oh, I would totally want to live forever.
Oh, no. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, because I'd be rich too.
No. Give me my solid 75, 70. I'm good.
What age do you want to die at?
Yeah, I don't think I want to go past 75.
I want like 85.
Oh, no, that's too. No, that's
80.
Too yeah.
I'm so close to that. It was my birthday.
Well, don't say how old you are because I like keeping it anonymous.
No.
I want people to imagine you as an 80-year-old man already.
I'm not an 80-year-old man. No, I'm going to tell you. It was my birthday last week.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you how old I turned.
I don't want to know how old you turned.
You want to know?
No. I want to keep it secret.
All right.
Yeah.
It was my birthday last week.
I want people to think it was 80.
And Tanner never texted me from Europe to say happy birthday.
That's true.
That's a little harsh.
Was it?
No.
Okay.
Would you rather sit on a dick and eat a cake or sit on a cake and eat a dick?
Is eat a dick euphemism for a blowjob?
Yeah,
or is
I
it
think
I'm
so.
actually eating a dick?
No, I think it's a blowjob, I think.
Okay. I'd probably sit in a cake.
I think I'd sit on a cake,
Yeah.
too.
Softer.
Yeah, I don't want to get a dick in my butt.
Did you go to the all dick questions for this?
There's a lot of dick questions.
It's a lot of dick questions.
There's a lot of dick questions.
Okay, give me one more.
Okay, last one.
Last one.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Okay.
Italian food, Mexican food, Chinese food.
Marry. Oh, they're all basically the same. They're all meats and spices. I would marry Italian. I would. I would kill Mexican and fuck Chinese.
Really?
Yeah.
I would marry Chinese food,
Okay.
fuck Mexican food, and kill Italian
God,
food.
we're right opposites on that, aren't we?
Well, I'm not a big pasta doesn't have the variety that I want. Like, it's good and I like it, but
Pasta's all variety. That's all pasta is.
It's like tomato sauce this, cream sauce that. Meh, meh. You know?
I think pasta is like literally the most versatile dish on the planet.
Really?
Yeah.
Name 5 different pastas that are like fundamentally different.
Cannoles.
No, but like, so the shapes don't count. Like, I'm saying what you put on them.
Yeah, but
is
that's
all
the,
the same.
you
It's
can
like
put all the you
it's
put
like a tomato
1,000
sauce.
different sauces. You can do the creams, the tomatoes, the cheeses. You can sprinkles. You can casseroles.
I like
You can layer on top.
I like Asian flavors.
Oh, it was really creepy the way you said that.
I like Asian flavors. No, I like Asian flavors the most.
Yeah.
Because I just love ginger and garlic and soy.
Okay.
And there's so many different types of Asian food. There's Vietnamese. There's Chinese. There's Japanese.
Or is there just meat, rice, and spices?
No.
Is that all it is?
No. I think we learned a lot about each other
I
today.
think we did too.
Do you like the segment Rapid Fire?
I did enjoy that. Yeah.
Okay. Are we gonna bring it back?
I think that one can come back again
All right.
for rapid fire. Would you rather's? I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Do you have any homework for me tonight?
No, we already did our homework. We're coming up with the rules of apathy.
Oh God, I already forgot. Yes.
This is a dual homework assignment.
Next time we're going to begin the Bible of apathy,
The Bible of apathy.
and we're going to start with the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. Corbyn.
And then we'll see if we're debating a topic, if it follows the rules of apathy.
So we have a foundation.
Yeah.
It's only taken us 16 episodes to come up with a foundation.
You'd think we'd figure this out from the
You would have
get-go.
thought we would have talked about it at least.
Yeah.
Nope. It has been delightful.
It has been great.
I've missed you.
Yeah, I haven't seen you.
I've missed you all listeners as well. And
Yeah, you're okay.
yeah. Well, we'll pick it up. We're going to pick this up in a fortnight's time.
2 weeks for the uneducated.
We're probably going to have one more episode recorded here in our current studio. And then after that, we might be moving to our new studio.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Don't tease me.
I'm not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Already checked it out.
Really?
So may have some new fun differences there for everybody, but
That'll be fun.
yeah.
Hopefully, we don't scare away everybody
I know.
in the new studio.
It's new and fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Radical Apathy, everybody.
Listen, check us out. The YouTubes. The podcast, Apathy Podcast, Twitter. Or check us on the book.
The book?
The book.
Is that Facebook?
I think so.
Oh. What's our Twitter handle again?
At Apathy Podcast.
Okay. And you can also email us at radicalapathypodcast@gmail.com. I don't know why that's the thing, but we have an email for some reason.
Because we needed a YouTube channel.
That's right. We needed a Gmail account.
Yeah, we needed a YouTube channel to hook us up.
So you can email us things if you want. If you want to come up with rules for the apathy, let us know, and we will review them and tell you if they stink or not.
Rate this show out of 5. What do you think?
This specific episode?
Yeah.
I'd 5 dick fingers out of 5.
5 dick fingers out of 5.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good show.
Pretty good show today.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys up there, and we're lucky. Love you. Bye.
Later.